transparency, openness, support. This is Truth Be Told.
So, to feel loved by someone, it's like you elevated to this level to where you're able to accomplish more than you would have done by yourself. You're able to achieve more. You're able to see things differently. And you're able to depend on somebody. And everybody knows you need at least one person that you can truly depend on with everything. Somebody that truly knows all of you. That's love. Someone that doesn't judge you. Someone that is by your side. And so when you get a glimpse of what love is, you don't want to lose it. But at the time, if you didn't know what it was, that means you already lost it. In 2015, I met my ex. I actually approached him. I was the bold one. You know, I had game back then. And we exchanged numbers after some issues. And we just started talking like every day on the phone. And what happened was he became my friend. He was my friend first. And I appreciated that. I felt like I could talk to him about anything. And so we ended up in a relationship. So you're wondering, like, how did he pass those walls I had, set up for so long? Let's just say I made him drive 3 hours across the state of Georgia just for me to be in a relationship with him. And the fact that he did that was enough for me. Because if somebody can fight for you in such a way, they at least deserve a chance. And so I gave him that. And I was in a relationship. After 4 years of being single, I was finally with someone. And then things took a left turn. Well, I took a left turn because I still had that last wall, that final defense mechanism to kind of control the situation. And so I brought up the idea of us breaking up due to us being long distance for a longer period of time than we were expecting. And I just kept bringing it up. I was like, it wasn't what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be with him, but I wanted to control the outcome. I didn't want to leave it up to chance for us being long distance and I ended up getting hurt. So I brought up, like, maybe we should take a break. Maybe we should break up. And we did. After a while, he was tired of me saying it, so he finally said, okay. So I was single, technically, again. But we were still involved. A year went by. We were still cool. Another year went by, and we were still cool. And I started to ask myself, like, why wasn't I letting him go? I let so many other people go. I moved on, found someone else that I truly could see myself with, but still he was in the back of my head. And it wasn't until maybe 3 years after we were broken up that I realized that I was in love with him. Why did it take me so long to realize that? I don't know. I guess I didn't know how deep love could go. I didn't understand how it truly takes all of you, but it doesn't like take over you. You can love someone and still be who you are. You can still be in control and be completely in love with somebody. And I didn't know that until 3 years later. I had to truly lose him. I think at that time we had officially completely stopped talking. We were no longer in contact. So when I truly lost him is when I realized I was in love with him. I didn't realize I was in love with him until after seeing him randomly at this event. And we actually spent time together that day. Like all these feelings just kind of flushed up. It kind of just overwhelmed me with joy, happiness. And like 2 days later, I was hit by a drunk driver. And I thought to myself in that moment, I definitely could have died. Definitely was very close to it. And so, in being so close to being completely taken from this world, why was I holding back on how I felt? That's when I knew I was in love with him. And that's when I knew I should tell him. Because tomorrow's not promised. So if I don't tell him now, he will never know. And if I don't say it out loud, I don't think it would be real to me. Because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I actually got to that point again. And although we were no longer together, it felt good. It felt good to know that I was in love again. Because I met people through those years that I loved. I cared about them deeply and could have possibly been with them and fallen in love with them, but he was still there. And because I didn't accept that with him, was I going to be able to accept it with others? But it was good to get it out. It was good to get it out. It was good to not have it all wrapped inside of me. I didn't know I was in love for 3 years, y'all. It's crazy. But now, if it happens, I'll know. I'm gonna know. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna embrace it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Saying I love you was hard for me.